What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Learning 101. It's that time of the month again. October was a crazy, crazy month. We've seen pot stocks rise and just completely fall. We've seen Chinese low float stocks take off and rip in. We've seen shippers start to heat up and take off and be choppy. We've seen the market have a big sell-off and pulled back a lot. What else did we see? Chart patterns formed. A lot of great chart patterns formed this past month. I also noticed Fibonacci was working a lot on these daily charts. Stocks have been really getting a lot into the Fibonacci and the Fibonacci sequence. I've always known about it, and I read books on it. And right when I first started trading, I fell in love with Fibonacci, and I still use Fibonacci to this day because of how well it works. Let's jump right into it. So first up here, we got CCCL. CCCL is a low float stock, Chinese stock, and this was running in sympathy of YECO. YECO, let me pull it up, went supernova from $2, and in one day it reached up to $14. This is what it did the next day right here. Pretty much just consolidated, didn't really do much after hours, and then the next day it had a nice little morning spike from 10 to 1650 and then fell off and went sideways. CCCL the next day after YECO spiked, this is when this had a huge spike from $2 to a high of $6.50. I was able to make a killing on this play right here, making over $2,000. Right at the open, I knew this was going to rip. Sure enough, it did. Next up here, we got Cron, the pot stocks here. Going back to September, when this started running up and hitting a high of 1535, and then since that, it's just been downtrending and downtrending, all the way back down to just under $9, and then it got a good spike here, just starts grinding up again from the $9 level all the way back up to $12. And you can see I started making an ascending wedge right here. FRED, I took a picture of this one. These stocks love doing U-shapes. They love filling gaps. And you can see here, this was at $3. And this started dropping down, and it even gapped down and continued to sell off to this $2 level right here. And then it consolidated, and then it just started slowly grinding up, right back up to the previous high right here, and even breaking out a little bit. So just a beautiful U-shape on this. Next up, GE. We've seen GE pull back from $13, and it was dropping down to $10, and we were looking at this to see if GE would hit below $10 once again. And GE, just making a correction here while editing this video, GE was removed from the Dow Jones in the middle of June, the Dow Jones Index. And since it's been taken out, it's just been downhill since. GTXI spiking from $1.40 to a high of $3.30. IGC is a crazy one, going from $1 to almost $10 right here. And then IGC, you can see it hit $12.75. And then recently, at the end of October, IGC gets halted, and it's on the American Stock Exchange. They delist it from the exchange, and currently right now, it's November 1st. It's still halted, and it's delisted, and they're trying to find an exchange for IGC, going from $8 to $12.75 right there after hours. I normally never really trade after hours because the volume's lighter, and it could just be very, very volatile after hours. It really doesn't take much volume for a stock to move after hours. You could see here, this closed right at $9, and then after hours, it just kept grinding up, pulled back, surging up, pulling back, consolidating, and surging up. almost hitting $13. Very, very volatile after hours. And then LEVB going up to almost $4, from $4, grinding up to $7.50 here after hours. We've also seen past month, we're just grinders, the grind of death, I would call it. They would just slowly grind and grind and grind up all day. We've seen countless stocks have level 2 manipulation. To name a couple off, EARS was one of them. I think YECO was one. And there was one more, I can't put my name on it. The manipulation was they did not want the stock to go down. So every time it would drop down, the bid would hold and it would just absorb all the selling and then just slowly grind right back on up. And then this is the SPY right here. Starting right here at this point, this was the beginning of the year, and you could see we had this correction right here, and it pulled back to this red line. This is the 200-day moving average. The green line is the 100-day. The blue line is the 50-day. Right at the beginning of the year, we had a correction here, and then it bounces up, another sell-off, bounces up, another correction right here, and then from April all the way to October, it just grinded up and up and up. Right at the beginning of October, that's when things went south. At 292, this had a sell-off down to 270, nice bounce up back up to 280, and then broke the 200-day here again, and just continued dropping and dropping and dropping. It even dropped below 260 points. Oh, crazy, crazy pullback right here. And the TVIX went from $25 to $52 and above. I think TVIX hit $60 from $25. The market pulled back and had a correction. Going into November, who knows where the market goes or where the index goes. I don't want to predict where it goes. I just want to react to what the market's telling me. Going into November, it's going to be interesting to see how the market does going into November. And then we got the SPY here again zoomed out, zooming back all the way to 1999. You can see it's up and down right here. And then the economic crash in 2008, 2009. From 2009, we were in a bull market from 2009 all the way till now, and you could just see that grinding up and up and up and up and up. Sure, we had a few corrections and pullbacks here, but we haven't had a huge sell-off like this, a big crash. That's why you go on YouTube and you see all these videos of people crash of 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19. Every year they always be posting these videos. Crash of 2019 coming. Gonna be the biggest of them all. You know, you don't want to buy into that kind of stuff because, like I said before, you don't want to try to predict the market and try to predict where it's going. You just want to react, really, to the market. Every day, the market's telling you something, and you just got to go by that. Taking it every day, every week, every month, and absorbing it and playing the strengths and the weakness of what the market is telling you. And then the SPY here again, crazy pullbacks on this, and it can get very, very volatile when it pulls back like this. And I got a picture of the VIX. I should be coming up to it here shortly. We'll go over that too. And then NBEV here again, forming a wedge, very tight wedge right here. This is on the daily. Kept gapping up, gap up, sell off, gap down, consolidated, pops up. Another U shape. OGEN. See a lot of grinders. As you can see right here, grinding up. Going from 75 cents all the way over here to the right, going and hitting a high of $1.85. VTVT had a range. It was ranged bound. It was ranged from $3 support, $3.30 support, going up to $4. Every time it would come up to $4, $4 was like that resistance line. It would pop over $4, but it was short-lived. it would run up to $4.25, pull back to $4, and then start heading right back under it. It will come down, bounce off 330, move up to 350, and then pull back to its main support, $3 area. A lot of consolidation at this $3 area, working up to 330, blowing up to $4 again from $3. I really liked the range on VTVT, and all this simply was buy the rumor, sell the news. They had conferences coming up in 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks, that's when it was in this range bound, and just great range opportunity on this. And the days of its conference, it would be up pre-market, and then the whole day it would sell off. And then we got PTIE here. Again, just another slow grinder from $1.20, grinds up all day, and then at the very end of the day, that's when it started getting momentum and going. It was grinding up from $1.20 up to $2, struggling in this $2 area at $2, breaking above and surging all the way up into the close, touching $3. And then this is the VIX. So if you don't know what the VIX is, it's pretty much the fear index. Whenever the VIX gets up to 20 or above, that means the market is very, very volatile. And that's it for this one. I didn't really take too many pictures this month of October. A lot of times I forgot. We've seen a crazy market this past October. We've seen the corrections the market made. Like I said, we've seen a lot of low float Chinese stocks take off. Towards the end of the month, we had earnings. When the market started correcting itself, they were saying the strength of the earnings should pull the market back up ahead. But then when all these companies put earnings out, a lot of them put positive earnings out. They weren't as powerful of earnings as all these analysis were expecting. So that hurt the rumor pretty much. The market just had a wicked correction. Very volatile time. When the market starts getting very volatile like that, that's when I start to like to turn and focus more on ETFs, UVXY, TVIX. A lot of great opportunity. You just got to know where to look. That's it for October. I ended the month up October. I will make a P&L video for you guys. I'm going to work on that right after this one. For the month of October, I'm green. So as long as I can end every week green, or at least try to, and end every month green, I'm doing good. And that's the goal. Trying to be in the green every week and trying to be green every month. Taking it one trade at a time and having that patience, that discipline, waiting for setups, and always trying to observe what the market is telling me. Never giving up on learning, always trying to expand more as a trader. I can't wait to see what November brings in for us. It's good. We're gearing towards the end of the year. November is like the hottest times for the market. This is only beginning. The past few years, shippers have been the one that have been just exploding and taking off this time of the year. Who knows what it's going to be this year? It could be shippers again. It could be something else. Nothing might not happen. You try to forecast the best you can of what the market's going to do and just go off of that. You're always adjusting, always adjusting. That's it for October, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and prepare for the upcoming month. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that subscribe button already. And also, one more thing. I recently just opened a Discord group. Just started it up. Here I'll be posting my watch list. I'll be posting my P&L. I'll be posting news updates on here. Profit loss recaps, chart patterns, questions, a free open chat. I'll be posting my new videos in here. I'll be posting a lot of stuff in here. So I'll leave a link to the Discord group down below in the description. Just make sure you guys check it out. I'll be trying to spend a lot of time on this, checking it out, giving a lot of alerts on this page right here, and sharing stuff with you guys real time when the market's open. So it's just something new I started. I'm going to give it a shot. I'm actually really liking it so far. Like, again, I got the rooms, the weekly watch list, news, profit loss recaps, chart patterns, questions, new videos, and the rules. Come on over, join the chat room. Let's all grow as traders and a community. All right, guys, until next time, be patient, have that discipline, and study, study, study. All right, later.